Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jill and I enjoy sharing different beauties, tips, tricks, and more. And that is how this originally started, with me doing a lot of Mary Kay tips, and then I moved into beauty tips. And now I have just decided to include a little bit of everything on this channel. So if you scroll through, you might see a bunch of different things. And if you enjoy it, I hope that you will stick around and click like and subscribe, because there's always something new and exciting to find here. Today is one of the videos that I am excited to share with you. I love to collect old vintage like makeup compacts, containers, purses, mirrors, things like that. And one of the things that I found, it's difficult to find them, especially at an affordable price that I can do for my collections. A lot of times I'll come across them and just admire them because it's just not in my budget to get the really, really amazing ones that I've come across. But recently, I just went and visited my daughter in Kentucky, and we happened to come across this antique vendor that had just put out a bunch of different compacts and stuff, and they were at an affordable price that I was able to do. So I probably spent a little bit more than I had planned to, but as my husband says, he's really good about this stuff. He's like, if you don't get it now, you're not going to see it, and somebody else is going to grab it up. And he's not wrong, because these are very hard to come by. So I thought maybe you would enjoy seeing some of them too, especially since this was originally a makeup channel. I thought it would be really fun to share this. And it still is makeup. I'm still going to be doing tips and tricks. If you've noted, I've got a lot more shorts on lately, and I've got more things coming up and more things planned. I do regular quotes. I try to get them out at least weekly. Just a little something to think about type things. But today it is all about beauty and these awesome little finds that I found. So I still have the tags on them because I'm still learning about all this stuff myself. And this is my new ones that I just got. But if you guys are interested, I do have some previous ones that are on my dresser that I can bring in and do another video of and show you those, because those are pretty awesome too. And if any of you know where I can get these, or you have them in your collection to sell, let me know. So the first one that I found here is a 1960s Revlon 514 oak leaf lipstick holder. And yes, I'm still reading off the tag because I'm learning all this myself. So I wanted to leave the tag on just for the video purposes. But these were the holders that you used to be able to put the Revlon lipsticks and all in. And you can see it says Revlon 514 right on the bottom. And no, I don't have the original lipstick, but this is still really cool and it looks really awesome all set up. So that was one of the items I got. Another one is this one. Let me open this up because I think this one had the card inside. I might have lost that one in the shipping part, but this one is, I think it is, here we go on the back. The Little One Compact by Charvet, the New Adore, House of Treasure Incorporated in Paris, New York. So this is the back side of it. You can definitely see that there is some wear. And this is the front. Hopefully that's focusing okay for you guys. Then we have the mirror, and we still have the cotton puff, as well as the makeup. Now, you don't always find the makeup still intact in there, and the funny thing is, it is also a fair color, which, hello, is my color because I'm like vampire white. But I just think it's so awesome and exciting to find stuff like this. Like, how awesome is that? No, I don't really recommend using the makeup that you find in these. It's more just like the allure of who had these pieces and what did they do and what was their life like? Like, I'm all about that stuff. Then we have another one. This is an older Estee Lauder. It's a compact with a case. It's the Vintage Golden Virgo Compact Lucidity by Estee Lauder, and is from 1996. Which it just hit me that they said 1996 is vintage, because in my mind 1996 is not vintage. But here we are. So this has an adorable little case. Estee Lauder, actually, I also love their makeup as well. And I am a Virgo, so it kind of makes finding this one even more exciting. So this is the inside of this. It still has the mirror. It still has the pad with a little wear in this one, but also still has the makeup and it's still in the fair color. So I think finding all these compacts were really meant to be for me, if you ask. I think that was a pretty cool looking find. How neat is that? So another one from my collection. And then, well, let's see. Let's do this one next. This one is a vintage 4-inch round Elgin American makeup compact. So this one has a little bit of wear on the front here, of course, basically due to the age, and a little bit of wear on the back side. This is a massive compact. Look at this though. So you can see where it says Elgin in there. And the thing about this is you would put your pad here, and then there is a little clasp on the side, and it opens up, and then that is where your powder would be. How awesome is that? So no pad in this one, little powder puff, but it's still a really cool looking compact. I was excited to find that one. Then I have another one that is actually still in the Elgin American box, which for age is actually still in good shape. And this one is a 1960s Elgin American Face Powder Compact Bronze Square. So again, I'll just show you. It even has the original padding in the box. This is what the compact looks like. It's got kind of like that geometric type shape on there. And then we will open it up and see the inside. So we have our mirror, and then we also have the powder puff here. And then this was the one underneath for like the breathable part. And then you would have had your color in there. So that was pretty cool to find. Like, how glamorous is all this stuff? And I am all about the glamour. Always have been since I was little. I just love makeup and all. And jewelry. Jewelry is another thing I collect. Very big into vintage and very unique pieces and all. That would be a whole lot of videos. If you guys are interested in seeing some of my jewelry pieces, I could make a lot of contact. Just stuff that I've been collecting through the years. And now since I sell on Whatnot, I've found some amazing, amazing pieces on there, really great sellers. So this one is really awesome too. This one is the 1940 Elgin's American Gold Round Compact. And the thing that is cool about that, which I think is cool anyway, let me show you. It still comes in like its original little bag that it kept to keep the compact sealed and safe. So this is what this looks like. The little details around there. How cool is that? And then on the inside, we have the mirror and then another puff. This is the puff that you would put under your fingers, but as you see, this one has torn, but you would put your fingers up in there and be able to blot your face. And then it also has one of those mesh pieces to make it a little bit more breathable for the powder, but there is no powder left in this one. But this one is also, this is the back, in really good condition with its holder. So I was also excited about that because you don't always find the original holders on these as well. So jumping over to this one, this is a butterfly compact. It's a powder compact. So this one is also in the original case. And I love butterflies. I love anything that has to do with nature. So this one I really, really like. It's absolutely gorgeous. Like, I don't know if this one's going on my dresser or I might actually carry this one around with me. So the mirror is in great shape. This is the place again where you would put your powder puff. And then it has a little lever on the side that you push. And then the inside is where your powder would be. But this one, you know, is missing the original stuff there. But how neat and unique is that and I think it's absolutely beautiful color. Just a little wear on the back of that one. I'm not exactly sure who the maker of that one was. There isn't any name or anything on it, but how cool. How cool is that? Let's see, which one do we want to do next? This is a pretty wild looking one too. This is a 1950s vintage Kigor powder compact with the pad. So look at the bright colors on that. So beautiful. And these are the sides. Kind of reminds me of a little macaroon, honestly. So let's go ahead and open this one up. So we have the mirror still intact, and then you have your piece, you know, the breathable mesh piece in there. There's no makeup left in this one. And this is what the back side looks like. Absolutely beautiful piece. Then we have this one that I found. This is an Evans vintage 1950 to 60s powder compact. Guys, how absolutely beautiful is the cover of that one. Gorgeous. I saw that sparkling in the cake and in the case, and I was like, yeah, that one's going home with me. This one is definitely older. Mirror is in great condition. This is the powder puff that someone did use, was well loved. So this is the inside, again, has a little intricate design there. Then you also push that little button and open it up, and there's very little makeup left in there. How awesome is that? Keeps it all separate. But what are the chances of finding these and they all have the fair color in it? I thought that was interesting since that is what I would use. The pad just popped out. I'll get that in a second. So this one is a vintage Germain gold rectangular powder compact. And it also kind of reminds me of like a business card holder, just the way that the style and stuff is on it. So this one is also pretty cool. Had a little, I'm gonna take this tape and stuff off of there. But this was the pad. And again, it is another fair color. How ironic is that? I thought that was pretty cool. So we can put that together. So awesome. All right, and then these two are probably two of my favorites other than that other lipstick holder. This one is vintage Dorothy Gray Gold Tone. This is a round compact, but y'all, look at that. It is like a hat made into a compact. And here you can see the Dorothy Gray. Hopefully that focuses there for you. This is the inside of it. Again, a very well used powder puff in this one. Very well used. That is the bottom. And this one also pops open. And it also looks like a lighter color was inside there. But I saw the little like hat on there, and it's just, guys, how adorable is that, huh? It's absolutely adorable. Love that. All right, so one more that I found. This is from the 1940s. It's a pink embroidered flowers purse, lipstick holder, and mirrors from the 1940s. You guys, I'm super excited about this one. Look how gorgeous that is. With the flowers and everything. Look at the little tiny lipsticks that were on the back. The mirror is attached. So anytime you want to be able to apply your lipstick, your mirror is right there. And of course it is empty because you used to put the lipstick colors down inside there. But I thought that was so awesome. Adorable. Whoops. Just love this. And you can hold it like this when you're taking it out and putting your lipstick on. How awesome is that? So I hope you guys enjoyed this today. If you do, let me know. And again, I can feature some more of my collection. And as always, if you know of any others, or even if there's somebody on here who does something similar that's a YouTuber, please tell me. I'd love to go and check out their channel. I'm all about supporting community, very big on that. So thank you again so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed your visit. I hope you will come back and see me again soon. And as always, I hope you have an absolutely amazing day.